Good evening, everyone. This is a special presentation of RJL 518. My name is Robert. Tonight, in a special presentation of Inside Pitch, the 1981 season is on the air. The strike is over. Today's date is August 9th, 1981. We are at Cleveland Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the 1981 All-Star Game. Of course, you know, once again, this is Robert welcoming you to tonight's matchup here of the Midsummer Classic. As everyone likes to see the best play the best, this is the game between the National League versus the American League. We are live at the Mistake by the Lake as Baseball Demos joins us here, as well as Baby BB and Steeler fan Woodman 564 welcoming you to the All-Star Game of 1981. This should be a lot of fun. We are utilizing, of course, the actual rosters that were used for this game. So let's introduce to you the rosters for the ball game. First of all, the visiting team, the National League All-Stars. We'll first introduce the reserves. From the Chicago Cubs, Bill Buckner. From the Montreal Expos, Tim Raines. From the New York Mets, Joel Youngblood. From the Philadelphia Phillies, Dick Ruthven, Steve Carlton, and Manny Trio. From the Pittsburgh Pirates, Mike Easler, Bill Madlock, and Phil Garner. From the St. Louis Cardinals, Bruce Sutter. The National League West, from the Atlanta Braves, Bruce Benedict. From the Cincinnati Reds, Tom Seaver. From the Houston Astros, Bob Nepper, Nolan Ryan. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Bert Hooton, Pedro Guerrero, Dusty Baker, Steve Garvey. From the San Diego Padres, Terry Kennedy, Ozzie Smith. And from the San Francisco Giants, Vida Blue. Those are your reserves in this game. And we will now introduce to you, and we will have the starting lineups, of course, as they come to the plate. The reserves for the American League. Here, the home team here at Cleveland Stadium. American League East. From the Baltimore Orioles, Eddie Murray, Scott McGregor. From the Boston Red Sox, Dwight Evans. From the Cleveland Indians, Len Barker, Bo Diaz, Stadium Cheers, yay! From the Milwaukee Brewers, Gorman Thomas, Raleigh Fingers, Ted Simmons. From the New York Yankees, Ron Davis, Rich Gossage. From the Toronto Blue Jays, Dave Stieb. American League West, from the California Angels, Rick Burleson, Ken Forsch, Fred Lynn. From the Chicago White Sox, Britt Burns. From the Kansas City Royals, Frank White. From the Minnesota Twins, Doug Corbett. From the Oakland Athletics, Tony Armas, Mike Norris. From the Seattle Mariners, Tom Paciorek. And from the Texas Rangers, Buddy Bell and Al Oliver. Ladies and gentlemen, your American and National League All-Stars for tonight's All-Star Game. Timeout on the field as I go ahead and set these cards now the way I want them to. Because, as you know, there's going to be lots of changes and such. The rules here in this All-Star Game are simple. I'm going to try to get every player into the game, And if I have to bring players back due to extra innings or anything like that, it will happen. This is an exhibition game. Who really cares? It should just be a lot of fun, we hope. So everybody sit tight as we get set for some exciting all-star action. As I now separate the batters from the pitchers. So settle in. Let's play some baseball here at Cleveland Stadium as the 1981 All-Star Game is about to begin. Starting pitcher for the American League from the Detroit Tigers, Jack Morris, 14 wins, 7 losses, a 3.05 ERA in 1981. He gets the call tonight for the American League. The National League historically won this game 5-4. They had 5 runs, 9 hits, and an error. The American League had 4 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error, as Jeff Gotts joins us here at Cleveland Stadium, the mistake by the lake. So everybody, let's set in. Let's play some all-star baseball, shall we? Let's get going. Leading off for the National League, first baseman from the Philadelphia Phillies, Pete Rose. .325 average, no homers, 33 RBIs in 81. We are using white, blue, and white dice. The Cleveland Indians are the host team. We will use their colors since we are at their stadium. Let's get going. The 1981 All-Star Game is underway. Morris and the white die will be red first. 1-5, and against a switch left, that's blank. Rose will take the swing. 4-6, and it leads off with a base hit past the third baseman for a single. So Rose starts off with a leadoff hit. He will go to first. Next batter, shortstop from the Cincinnati Reds, Dave Concepcion. .306 average, 5 homers, 67 RBIs. Infield goes to double play depth. Rose really not a threat to do anything at first. He does get the 1, but I'm not going to send him. A stolen base rating is a 10, and Morris gives him a +1, 11. The catcher is Fisk, is a +1, is a 12, but I'm not going to send Rose here. I'll let Concepcion swing. Morris the Cat will pitch. 5-2, strikeout 3, and he got him. Cleveland Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. And that is a K for Morris. 1 out. The next batter from the Pittsburgh Pirates, right fielder Dave Parker. .258 average, 9 homers, 48 RBIs in 81. Nothing happening with Rose. Morris the Cat will make the pitch. 1-1. That is a home run chance. Parker a lefty, a 1-20. We automatically know he gets it. Against a lefty, that will pass. Against a righty, Parker is a 20, and we don't have to roll the dice there either. Kaboom! High, deep, gone! Home run for Dave Parker. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the reason why the stadium will cheer pretty much for everybody, this is an all-star game. You got fans from all over the majors here. Dave Parker blasts a 2-run homer right off of Jack Morris. Morris makes a big mistake. He pitches Parker a meatball, and he put the extra cheese and lasagna and extra cheese and sauce on it, and he turns it into lasagna. 2-0 National League. So that's a good way to start the ball game as Parker sends one out of here. Next batter, third baseman from the Philadelphia Phillies, Michael Jack Schmidt. .316 average, 31 homers, 19 RBIs. So 1 out, and the National League already up 2-0. Last time the ball botched Lynn Parker's perfect game. Just sit back and enjoy, Mr. Gotts. Morris with the pitch. 2-1, strikeout 11, and he got him. He struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Morris. Next batter, left fielder from the Cincinnati Reds, George Foster, .295 average, 22 homers, and 90 RBIs. 2 outs here. Morris the Cat, 4-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Foster, 6-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to third base. Picking that up is going to be George Brett, and he will throw to first to retire the side. 2 runs for the National League on 2 hits on a home run by Dave Parker. And I'll go ahead and mark that in there as Parker hit a homer. So I can keep track to see who may be the All-Star MVP. So Parker hits a homer, and it's already 2-0 going into the bottom of the first here at Cleveland Stadium. Starting pitcher for the National League from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Fernando Valenzuela. Fernando Mania is alive and well in 81. 13 wins, 7 losses, a 2.48 ERA. He was the starter for this game in the National League. So let's see if the American League can come back. Bottom of the first, leading off for the American League, first baseman from the California Angels, Rod Carew, best Jewish hitter in baseball history. 3.05 average, 2 homers, 21 RBIs for Rod Carew. So already we have some fireworks here at Cleveland Stadium. Valenzuela, 3-6, that's a range play. Carew, 6-6 against the lefty, that's a ground ball to the shortstop. And that is hit to Concepcion. His range is a 4. He's got it, and he will throw to first to get out number 1. So that goes as a grounder to short. Next batter, second baseman from the New York Yankees, Willie Randolph. .232 average, 2 homers, 24 RBIs. Valenzuela will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-5, that's a possible error. Randolph, 2-6, that's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Andre Dawson. His error rating is a 4. That's an 8. He'll make the catch, out number 2, on a fly out to center. If I'm correct, the last All-Star game I did was 1976. I believe the National League pummeled the American League in that game. I think the final score was 11-2. I don't remember. I might be off on that. I also did do the 85 All-Star game as well. 2 outs, next batter, third baseman from the Kansas City Royals, George Brett. .314 average, 6 homers, 43 RBIs. Valenzuela will make the pitch. 2-6, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-2, that's at the park. Cleveland Stadium will say 1-2, and that's going to be a base hit right past the third baseman, and Brett keeps the inning alive with a single. So Brett will trot down to first to keep the inning up. And the next batter, center fielder from the New York Yankees, Dave Winfield. .294 average, 13 homers, 68 RBIs in 81. Anything happening with Brett on the bases, that is a 5. He does get the jump. 14 plus 2 is 16. And Gary Carter is the catcher right now. -2 is a 14. Let's send Brett. Why not? Actually, no. We're not going to send him with 2 outs. Brett will hold it first. Winfield will make the pit. Will swing the bat. Valenzuela, 3-3. Strikeout 4, and he got him. He strikes out Winfield, and that retires the side. No runs and a hit for the American League. And after 1, it is 2-0 in favor of the Nationals. Starting pitchers I'll usually keep out there for at least 1 or 2 innings, 2 or 3 innings possibly. Top of the second. Leading off for the National League, center fielder from the Montreal Expos, Andre Dawson. .302 average, 24 homers, 64 RBIs that year in 81. Let's see if Morris the Cat has a better inning. 2-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 3-6 against a righty, strikeout 2, and he got him. He will get Dawson. And that is the third strikeout for Morris. He had 97 of them in 81. Next up, the catcher from the Montreal Expos, Gary Carter, the kid. 251 average, 16 homers, 68 RBIs. Morris, he will go ahead and deal it. 1-3, error on a grounder. Carter, 5-2. Nope, that's going to be a line drive right to short, out number 2. No error there. And that will bring up second baseman from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Davey Lopes. I'm a little bit mystified how Lopes made the All-Star team. He had a 206 average, 5 homers, 17 RBIs in 81. I don't know how he got on the All-Star team. I'm a little surprised at that. A 206 average and he gets to be an All-Star. He might have been a fan favorite is all I can think about. 2 outs here. Morris with the pitch. 1-4 against the righty. That's going to be an automatic out. And it's a fly ball to right field. Getting under it will be Reggie Jackson, and he will put it away for the out. So a much better inning for Morris the Cat. 3 up and 3 down. And we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Americans, right fielder from the Baltimore Orioles, Ken Singleton, 278 average, 13 homers, 49 RBIs. Valenzuela will go ahead and deal it. 3-3 and sees strikeout. 2, got him, struck him out. He gets Singleton. Second strikeout for Fernando Mania. Next up will be right fielder from the New York Yankees, Reggie Jackson, 237 average, 15 bombs, 54 RBIs. Valenzuela will make the pitch. This will be his last inning. He's due to bat first in the top of the third. 1-1, strikeout 16. He got him barely. Called strike 3 on Jackson. 17 minus 1 is 16, and he just got him. And Valenzuela showing why he was an all-star. That's his third straight K. And there are 2 outs. Next up is the catcher from the Chicago White Sox, Carlton Fisk, the original Pudge. 263 average, 7 bombs, 45 RBIs. Valenzuela will make the pitch. And that is a 3-6. That's a range play. Fisk, a 6-4. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. That's it to George Foster. His range is a 2. Can he make the play? Yes. Foster is on the run, but he'll get the catch. He'll make it near the warning track, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Valenzuela. 1-2-3 he goes. So Valenzuela does the job, and that will retire the side. 2-0 National League after 2. Let's see. We go to the top of the third inning. We will see a new pitcher for the American League. And let's see who we're going to bring on here. Give me one moment as I decide what I want to do for pitchers. I did have everything settled up there, but I know what I wanted to do with the pitchers here in the All-Star game, like I do here. So let's see. So Jack Morris is going to come out, and let's see who's going to be next. Give me a moment. Timeout on the field for the scorecard. Let's see. He's relief. I want the relievers. Let's see. Starter. Let's see. Next up will be this guy. Coming on to pitch for the American League from the Minnesota Twins will be Doug. Actually, no, not Corbett. He's relief pitcher. My bad. I wanted to be later. My bad. Wrong. Let's go with him. Will be left-hander Britt Burns from the Chicago White Sox. 10 wins, 6 losses, a 2.64 ERA. And he will be the next pitcher here for the American League. So here comes Britt Burns. as he will take over. Fernando Valenzuela, due to hit, the National League will go to the bench. So here on the top of the third inning, let's see who they're going to bring out to bat. And that is going to be, let's see, it got a lefty on the mound. So let's go with, let's see here. Really didn't have everybody set up the way I wanted to, but we'll use him. Coming on to pinch hit will be from the Montreal Expos, Tim Raines. 304 average, 5 homers, 61 RBIs. And he will come out and pinch hit here for Fernando Valenzuela as we now begin the top of the third. Britt Burns is now the pitcher. Let's see what he's got here in the top of the third inning. Burns, a lefty, of course. Burns, a 6-1 against the switch right. That's a walk. That 17 is going to be too high. Raines will swing 1-2, and he flies out to center, and that will be out number 1. We will go through the lineup a second time. Here is Peter Rose. Rose singled his first time up. He is 1 for 1. I usually go through the lineups twice, and then we'll do some position player changes. So here's Rose. He's 1 for 1. Burns with the pitch, 5-4. Strikeout 11, that's high. Rose will swing, 5-3, and that's a fly out to center. So out number 2. And next up will be Concepcion. Concepcion is 0 for 1. Burns will make the pitch. 4-2. That's a range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium says 5-6. That's a base hit to center field, but it is a range play. Center fielder is Winfield. He is in center for this game right at this moment. His range is a 2. Does he take a base hit away from Concepcion? Nope, that will drop for a single. And Concepcion will hold it first, as Winfield couldn't get there in time, and that will be a base hit for him. Next up will be Dave Parker. Parker 1 for 1 with a 2-run bomb in the first inning. Ballots was stuffed back then. Yeah, that's true there, Jeff. So 2 outs. Anything happening with Concepcion on the first? That is a 7-0. Burns will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-3. That's a range play. Parker, 4-1. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Brett. Brett's range is a 4. The infield is normal, and he will make it. Nice play by Brett. He will throw to first to get Parker and retire the side. No runs, a hit for the National League as we go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning, the National League needs a pitcher. So let's see who we're going to go with here. Let's see what we want to do here. No, let's see there. We're going to go with, Coming on to pitch for the National League will be from the Houston Astros, Nolan Ryan. 11 wins, 5 losses, 1.69 ERA. Ryan does get the call here to pitch at least the third inning for the Nationals. Let's see what the Americans can do. Leading off for the American League, every Red Sox favorite player, shortstop from the New York Yankees, Bucky Dent. 238 average, 7 homers, 27 RBIs. Bucky Dent will go up against Ryan here in the bottom of the third. Ryan, 6-2, against a righty, that's blank. Dent will swing 6-1, and that is a fly out to left. 1 man out, and we will see a pinch hitter for Burns as he is coming here. If anyone was wondering, there was no designated hitter in the 81 All-Star game, so I will not use one here. So I will not use a DH here in this All-Star game since it was not used in that one. I could have, but I decided to go with the actual list here. And coming on to pinch hit against Nolan Ryan will be from the California Angels, Freddie Lynn. 219 average, 5 homers, 31 RBIs. Lynn will pinch hit for Burns. 1 out in the bottom of the third inning here. The Ryan Express, 2-4, error on a grounder. Lynn, 6-4. That's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Lopes. Lopes' error rating is a 2. That's an 8. He's got it. He'll throw to first to get out number 2 and retire Lynn. Once again, that will bring up Carew. Carew is 0 for 1. Ryan will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-2, strikeout, 16 too high. Carew, 5-3, and that's a fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson will get to that one. Takes a step backwards, puts up the glove, and in the glove it goes. And that is another 1-2-3 inning for the Americans. The National League leads it 2-0 here after 3. Dent was better than all 13 other shortstop possibilities. Yep, that's what I thought too. We go to the top of the 4th. Michael Jack Schmidt leads off for the National League. The American League needs a pitcher. So let's see what they got. They have right coming up. So let's see who we can put out there. And let's see what we got. Let's see who we got here. As I've already made mistakes here in my cards, but that is all right. So we know Burns is gone, Morris is gone. Let's see. Coming on to pitch next for the American League from the California Angels will be Ken. May the force be with you. 11 wins, 7 losses, a 2.88 ERA. Ken Force will come out and pitch for the American League in the top of the 4th. So here is Schmidt. Remember, if I need to bring a player back, I will do so. This is an exhibition game. I can change the rules if I want a little bit here. Force with the pitch. And that is a 1-2. That is an error chance. Schmidt, 5-5. And that's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Winfield. His error rating out there in center is a 0, so he'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. So Schmidt flies out. Next batter will be Foster. Foster is 0 for 1. Force ready to make the pitch. 5-6, that's a range play. Foster, 1-3, that's grounded to short. That's hit to Concepcion. His range is a 4, and he can't get it, and that will get by him. Foster gets a single. A base hit for George Foster. Past, what I say? No, I say shortstop. What is that? Concepcion? No, Dent is the shortstop. My bad. I'm against the American League. Dent's out there. His range was a 3. He still missed it. So Foster does go to first as Dent couldn't make the play. I forget who's in the field all the time. So Foster on at first. The next batter is Dawson. Dawson is 0 for 1. Infield to double play depth. Foster does have a threat to steal, but he will not do it on the 14th. Ken Force looking in on Dawson. And here's the pitch. 4-6. That's a walk. That's 7. Barely walks. It's outside, ball 4, and Force can't believe it. Dawson is a 9 against righties. -2 is a 7. He just got it, and that will put runners at first and second for the National League. Force couldn't believe it. He's glaring at the umpire. The umpire says, hey, look, it was a walk, but hey, come on, this is an exhibition game. Just have fun out there, Ken. Here's the kid, Gary Carter. Carter is 0 for 1. Runners at first and second. Nothing happening on the bases. Foster now at second and Dawson on at first. Force ready to make the pitch. 6-2. That is a blank. Carter will swing. 5-6. And against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a base hit right up the middle. The kid's going to come through with a single. Foster was slow as molasses. His base running rating is a 1, but that is enough on a single up the middle. It will score Foster. He will come in and score. Dawson's base running rating is a 5. He will make third. And Carter holds it first. It is 3-0 National League. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Gary Carter will bring in a run. The next batter is Lopes. Lopes is 0 for 1. Runners at first and third. The American League is going to call the infield in. Dawson is very fast. At least in 81 he was. Force will stay out there. He'll continue to pitch. Lopes is ready. Anything on the bases? That is a 7 and no. Force. Right now the Force is not with him. Ken's pitch. 6-4. Strikeout 15. That's high. Lopes. 4-2. That is a ball hit to left field. That is a 6. Against a righty. Lopes smacks a single into right field. That will be a base hit. Dawson will come in to score on a single to left. Carter's base running rating is a 3. Single to left, -2 is 1. Left fielder Singleton, and he has a +2 arm. He has a +2 arm, so it would be a 1-3 for Carter to make third. It is a 2, and he does. Carter gets the third, Lopes holds at first, and it is now 4-0 American League. Stadium cheers. Yay! Another base hit given up by Force, and we'll see a pinch hitter for Nolan Ryan. So Ryan is going to go back. We'll now see a pinch hitter for that. And coming on to pinch hit for the National League from the Chicago Cubs, Billy Buckner. 311 average, 10 homers, 75 RBIs. He will go up against Force. And Force has already given up 2 runs. And it may be it for him. But I'm going to keep him out there. So the infield stays in, but now runners at the corners and 1 out. Anything on the strategy roll? That is a 10. Lopes is staying put. I'm not going to do a hit and run here. It doesn't make any sense. It's exhibition. Force will make the pitch. 3-1. That is blank. Buckner, 5-3. And that's a base hit to left field. That will be a single. Carter comes in to score. Lopes, base running ratings of 5. Single to left, -2 is 3. Singleton +2 is 5. A 1-5, Lopes will make third, and he does. Buckner gets an RBI single, and the National League is already showing their dominance. It is 5-0 here on another RBI single by them. Stadium cheers. Yay! And that's going to be it for Force. So Ken Force comes in and can't do anything right. Still only 1 out here on the top of the 4th inning. The infield is still in, and now we may see some pinch hitters. But first, let's see who we're going to bring in from the American League here to pitch. Coming on to pitch next from the American League is going to be from the Oakland Athletics, Mike Norris. 12 wins, 9 losses, 0 saves. A 3.75 ERA. And let's see here. Hold a minute. I got to get this straightened up. That's better. So Norris will come on to pitch now. And he will be the 4th pitcher. But remember, they can come back if necessary. So here's Mike Norris. And leading on, and now we're at the top of the 4th. We may see a new batter for Pete Rose. And let's see, do I have another first baseman? Yes, I do. So Pete Rose was due to bat. He will leave. And now coming on to bat from the Los Angeles Dodgers and taking over at first base will be Pedro Guerrero. 300 average, 12 homers, 48 RBIs. Runners at first and third, still top of the 4th, 5-0 National League, already showing, just like in 1976 in that All-Star game at the Vet when they pounded the American League there. Infield is still in, And let's see what's going to happen. Anything on strategy? That is an 11. No. Norris will make the pitch. 5-4. That is a home run result. Guerrero against the righties, a 14. That is a 19. He just missed it. Guerrero, 6-4. Against the righty, though, he does belt one right past short, and that's going to be a single for Guerrero. Lopes will come in to score. Buckner's base running rating of 3. He has to hold at second. An RBI single by Guerrero. It is now 6-0 National League. Stadium cheers. Yay! So it looks like we could be looking at another all-star blowout here right now, as the American League pitchers just can't get any of these guys out. Dave Concepcion is due to come up, and he is going to come up, as a matter of fact. So Dave Concepcion will bat for the third time. He's 1 for 2, and he'll stay at short. Now the infield goes to double play depth. Anything on the bases? Still rolling a strat. That's a 12, and no. Norris, he'll make the pitch. 4-2. That's a range play. Concepcion, 3-5. That's a fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to Singleton. His range out there is a 1, and he's got it. What a play by Singleton, out number 2. Now, Ken Singleton never played left field in 81, but he was the starting left fielder in this game, so I gave him an automatic range of 1 on that and a +2 arm. I'm keeping his error rating at a 0 anyway, though, because he never made an error in that position, so that's good for me. That is going to be a fly out to left. That's out number 2. Buckner will stay at third. Will stay at second base. That's the second out, by the way. Next batter will be Dave Parker. Parker is 1 for 2. He has a home run in this game, and I'm going to keep him in there just because of that. Runners at first and second. Norris will go ahead and make the pitch. Anything on strategy? The 20. Norris does have a pickoff chance. Fires to second to get Buckner. And that is oh boy, that's either an 8 or a 16. I got to re-roll it. And that is a 5, and it's a balk on Mike Norris. Norris is called for a balk, and that will move the runners over. So far this All-Star game, as I have a lot of everything right now, as Mike Norris is called for a balk, and now they'll do it again. And nothing this time. Norris will now pitch to Parker. You sure that isn't Luzinski out there? Norris, 3-6. That's blank. Parker will swing. 1-3. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. Picking it up will be George Brett. And he's got it. And he fires to first to get this inning over, as the National League sent all 9 to the plate. 4 runs on 5 hits and 1 balk. And the National League has a 6-0 lead here going into the bottom of the 4th inning here in this 81 All-Star game. Guerrero, as I said, will take over at first base. Now going into the bottom of the 4th inning, and leading off for the American League is Willie Randolph. The National League needs a pitcher, so they're going to go, let's see, they got right, left, right. And coming on to pitch for the National League from the Cincinnati Reds, how could I not put him in the game? Tom Terrific Seaver, 14 wins, 2 losses, a 2.54 ERA. Tom Terrific Seaver, even though he's in a Reds uniform, is out there to pitch to Randolph. Bottom of the 4th, 6-0. Seaver, 4-6. Strikeout 4, and nope, he's too high. Randolph is a 4, but -1 makes him a 3. Randolph will swing. 4-5, and he grounds it to short, out number 1. Seaver doesn't get the K, but he does get the ground out. Here is Brett. Brett is 1 for 1, has a single. Tom Terrific with the pitch. May he rest in peace. 6-2. Walk plus 10. That 6 will walk Brett easily, and he will trot to first. Seaver did have 58 walks that year. Second time in the game that George Brett has reached base. Here is Winfield. Winfield is 0 for 1. Infield at double play depth. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing happening with the 10. Tom Terrific. He will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout 11. Too high. Winfield 2-3. And that's a fly ball to center field. And it will be Dawson making the catch. Out number 2. And the next batter is Singleton. Singleton is 0 for 1. Brett on it first. Seaver trying to have a good inning here. Now 2 outs. Still seeing if anything happening. The 7 means no. Seaver with the pitch. 2-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Singleton, a 6-3. That's grounded to second base. Up with it is going to be Lopes. He's got it and tosses it to first. And the side is retired. So National League pitching doing the job here in this All-Star game. And Seaver only gave up a walk, and that is it. Still 6-0 in favor of the Nationals. Top of the 5th inning is coming up. And let's see. We'll see a new pitcher for the American League as Mike Norris will come out. And let's see who they're going to bring in. Coming on to pitch for the American League from the Toronto Blue Jays will be Dave Stieb. 11 wins, 10 losses, a 3.19 ERA. Stieb will now get the call here to start the top of the 5th. Michael Jack Schmidt is the leadoff batter for the Phillies, and I'm going to pull him back. Schmidt's going to come back and taking over at third base and batting now from the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Bill Madlock. 341 average, 6 homers, 45 RBIs. Steve will now make the pitch to him, and that's a 3-3. That's an automatic out, and it will be a fly out to center. So that is the first out. Next batter is Foster, and will I have him bat? Let's see. Yeah, I'll let Foster stay in there. Foster can bat, and he is 1 for 2. Steve will make the pitch. 3-2. That's a possible error. Foster, a 3-5. That's grounded to short, and that is hit to Dent. Dent's error rating is an 8. That's an 11. He'll make the play. Throws to first, out number 2, as he gets Foster out there on a grounder to short. And the next batter is Andre Dawson. I'll let him bat. Dawson is 0 for 1. Steve will make the pitch, and that is a 6-5. That's blank. Dawson swings 6-6. Fly ball to right field, and that's hit to Parker. That's hit to Jackson. Jackson's got the range. He will make the play and retire the side. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the American League on the National League. It's the first time they did that since the second. So a nice job by Dave Stieb to go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Reggie Jackson leads off for the Yankees. And I think, let's see, do I want to leave Seaver out there for one more inning? Let's see who we got left here before. No, we got plenty. Why not? Seaver's going to leave the game for now, and coming on to pitch from the Philadelphia Phillies, left-hander Steve Carlton. 13 wins, 4 losses, a 2.42 ERA. Don't have to worry about people not available. I can reset the rosters after everyone has been used. This is exhibition after all. Carlton will pitch to Jackson, and that's a 6-1 strikeout +8. Got him, struck him out. He gets Jackson. Lefty strikes him out. Second time Jackson has been struck out. Next batter is Carlton Fisk, and Fisk is 0 for 1. Carlton will go ahead and make the deal. 1-3 against a righty. That is blank. Fisk will swing. 3-2. Base hit to left field. Fisk gets himself a single. The American League does need to get some runs here and try to get, because right now, National League pitching is really shutting down the American League at this time. Bucky bleeping Dent is up next, and he is 0 for 1. Infield at double play depth. Seeing if anything, actually there is no strategy rolls anymore. Strategy rolls are now off. Carlton will pitch. 5-1, strikeout, 17 too high. Dent, 3-2, line drive right to short. That is out number 2. And on a line drive to short, the only way Fisk is out is on a 1. And he is. He's got it. What a play. What a play there. What a play by Concepcion. He throws to first to get Fisk, and he gets him doubled off the bag side, retired. L6-3. Concepcion fires to first to get Fisk, and he is doubled off. And right now, once again, the American League just not being to show me anything here in these all-star games. So we had no runs. There was a hit. And after 5, the National League leads 6-0 over the American League as Ken Castro joins us here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the National League is supposed to be Gary Carter. And I'm going to bring him back. He is done. And coming on to now play a catcher and bat from the catcher from the Atlanta Braves, Bruce Benedict, 264 average, 5 homers, and 35 RBIs. Benedict will now get into the All-Star game. That's going to be it for Dave Stieb. He is actually, you know what? He's due to bat first in the bottom of the 6th. I will keep him out there. So Stieb will pitch. Actually, you know what? No, he won't. It's the All-Star game. I can do anything I want here. That'll be it for Dave Stieb. And coming on to pitch now for the American League and getting a nice ovation here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Coming on to pitch from the Cleveland Indians, Len Barker. Yay! Stadium cheers for Len Barker. 8 wins, 7 losses, a 3.91 ERA. And yes, Len Barker in 1981 had a perfect game. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Cleveland Stadium for the 1981 All-Star Game. So Len Barker will come on to pitch. Bruce Benedict will lead off as we start the top of the 6th. Barker, 6-4 against the righty, strikeout +4, got him. He struck out Benedict. And Benedict will take over at catcher, and that is the first out. 1 away, Davey Lopes is the next scheduled batter. He will come back. And coming on to pinch hit and take over at second base from the Philadelphia Phillies, Manny Trio, 287 average, 6 homers, 36 RBIs. Trio will now take over at second here. Barker with the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 10, that's high. Trio gets the swing, 5-4, and that's a fly ball to right field, and that will be taken care of by Jackson, and that is out number 2. Steve Carlton is also due to bat next, and we will see a pinch hitter for him. And coming on to pinch hit for Carlton from the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Mike Easler, 2.86 average, 7 homers, 42 RBIs. 2 outs, Barker will pitch to Easler. And that is a 1-3 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10, and Easler will go ahead and go to first easily with that walk plus. That 2 is easy. So Barker walks Easler, and now the batter will be Pedro Guerrero. So we'll walk to Easler. Question is, will I have Guerrero bat? Let's see. He's at first base. No, I won't. Coming on to pinch hit for Guerrero and taking over at first base, also from the Los Angeles Dodgers, will be Steve Garvey, 283 average, 10 homers, 64 RBIs. 2 outs, runner at first, top of the 6th, 6-0 National League. Barker with the pitch, 2-1, that's at the park. Cleveland Stadium says 4-2. That is a blank. We got a rare play. Have a rare play with men on. Let's see what we have here. That is a 62, same as 60 wall above. Sinking liner to roll a 1d6. So we will do that. It's a sinking liner to right field, which fielder dives for. Resolve play as a range play for the fielder. If caught, has a chance to double up closest runner. So let's see what we got here. So that's a sinking liner to right. So that's going to be an F9 range play. The right fielder for the American League at this moment is Reggie Jackson. His range is a 1. He can't get it, and that's going to drop for a single. If range check fails, ball gets by to the wall. Fielder chases ball. Roll 1d6 versus base running rating plus outfielder arm rate on play to third. If roll above ABR, then out at third. Otherwise, triple. All other runners score. So, we know Mike Easler definitely comes in to score. So we know he comes in. So it's chances for Steve Garvey to try to get to third. So let's see what we have here. So Reggie Jackson's arm rating is a 0. Garvey's base running rating is a 4. So a 1-4, Garvey makes third. Nope, it's a 5, and the throw goes to the throw goes there, and the throw goes to third, and it's thrown out. Garvey is thrown out at third by Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson fires to third base and gets Garvey, but it is an RBI triple, and that does end the inning it's an RBI double, actually, is how that will go. But that does bring in a run, and the side is retired. So a very interesting range play. So 1 run on 1 hit for the National League. And right now, that is now a 7-0 National League drubbing over the American League here in the 1981 All-Star Game. Steve Garvey thrown out at third by Reggie Jackson to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And let's see. Len Barker due to hit. They will pull him back. And coming on to bat, leading off for the American League from the Baltimore Orioles is going to be Eddie Murray. 294 average, 22 homers, 78 RBIs. The National League will go and bring in somebody to pitch. And it will be, let's see. Looks like they'll bring in a righty. Coming on to pitch for the National League from the Los Angeles Dodgers will be Bert Hooton. 11 wins, 6 losses, a 2.28 ERA. Bottom of the 6th, National League all over the American League once again in another All-Star game of mine. 7-0. Reggie, that's been 10 times to the gunning down Garvey. Hooton with the pitch. 6-5, strikeout, 19 too high. Murray, 3-4. That's a fly out to center. That will be out number 1. Rod Carew is due to bat next, and let's see if I'm going to let him bat. And no, I do not think so. Coming on to bat now taking over for Rod Carew at first base from the Texas Rangers will be Al Oliver. 309 average, 4 homers, 55 RBIs. So Bert Hooton will pitch to Oliver, and 2-1, that is blank. Oliver swings, 3-5, that's a ground ball to short. That is taken care of there by Concepcion. Throws to first, out number 2. Willie Randolph due to bat next, and he will not bat. Randolph will come back, and now taking over at second base from the Kansas City Royals will be Frank White. 250 average, 9 homers, 38 RBIs. 2 outs here. Hooton will make the pitch. 6-4, strikeout 13, too high. White will swing. 6-2, base hit right past short for a single. White keeps it alive. White keeps it alive with a single there. And now the next batter is supposed to be third baseman George Brett. And I might let him hit here. And yeah, I'm going to let Brett hit. George Brett will hit. We'll keep him in there. He is 1 for 1. So here's George Brett against Hooton. White on it first with 2 outs. No strategy rolls. They are off. Hooton with the pitch. 3-6, strikeout, 17 is high. Brett, 6-3, that's a ground ball to short. Taking care of it is Concepcion, and he's going to throw to second to get White, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit for the American League. The National League right now is pitching a 3-hit shutout of the American League here. They lead 7-0 after 6. In another all-star game blowout, the way this game is going right now. We go to the top of the 7th, and let's see what we got here. Dave Concepcion will lead off for the National League. He will stay out there. We need a new pitcher for the American League, and we will get one. And coming on to pitch for the American League will be from the Baltimore Orioles, Scott McGregor. 13 wins, 5 losses, no saves, a 3.26 ERA. McGregor will pitch to Concepcion. Top of the 7th, 7-0 Nationals over Americans. McGregor, a 2-3, that is blank. Concepcion, 1-5, that's a ground out to short, and that will be out number 1. One man down, the batter will be Dave Parker, and Parker is 1 for 3. I think is going to be done for the game, and he will come out. Coming on to take over in right field for the National League from the New York Mets, Joel Youngblood, 350 average, 4 homers, 25 RBIs, the only player that my Mets put in there in 1981. McGregor will make the pitch. 2-3, that is blank. Youngblood will swing. 3-2, and that's a ground ball to short, taken care of there by Bucky Dent. He throws to first for out number 2. Youngblood will now take over in right. 2 outs. The next batter is Madlock. He will bat. Madlock will come up and bat here. He's 0 for 1. McGregor getting ready to make the pitch. McGregor, a 4-1. That's at the park. Cleveland Stadium says 2-1. Fly ball center field. And Winfield's going to get to that one. He will make the catch and retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 goes the National League. And so far, they are dominating the game. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game in this all-star game. I will be right back. Of course, we will have no 10-minute ticker tonight. This is the All-Star game. And since even though the strike is now over, there will be no baseball game for me tomorrow night, as I am treating this as an All-Star break. So no game tomorrow night. We will return on Monday. On Friday, we had the Yankees versus the White Sox. So on Thursday, we had the Yankees versus the White Sox. On Monday, it's going to be the Mets and the Cubs. So it's going to be the other New York team against the other Chicago team. So on Monday night, it will be August 10th. The New York Mets will take on the Chicago Cubs. Mike Scott going up against Mike Krukow in that matchup to start the second half of this 81 season. So Mike Scott, before he became an Astro, against Mike Krukow. Mets versus the Cubs. Pretty much a battle of two cellar dwellers right now in August, as I must complete the second schedule block before we can start removing teams as we approach the pennant race in September. So don't miss that. Remember, no game streaming tomorrow night. Monday night will return to continue the 1981 season. Bottom of the seventh here in this 81 All-Star game. And leading off for the American League is supposed to be Dave Winfield. He is in center. I think I may take a change, and I will. Coming on to bat now for the American League and taking over in center field from the Milwaukee Brewers will be Gorman Thomas. 259 average, 21 bombs, 65 RBIs. Bert Hooton will now be done, as the National League will go back to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch now for the National League from the Houston Astros, Bob Knepper. 9 wins, 5 losses, and a 2.18 ERA. He will now be pitching here in the bottom of the seventh. And no, BB, that Seaver trade was all bad. Knepper will make the pitch. 2-5, that's at the park. Cleveland Stadium says 5-1, and that is grounded to second base for out number 1. Man, National League pitchers are owning the American League today. Ken Singleton is up next, and he is actually in left field, even though he didn't play that position. And he's going to be pulled back. And coming on to replace him in left field and bat now from the Seattle Mariners will be Tom Paciorek. Paciorek, a 326 average, 14 homers, 66 RBIs. Paciorek will now bat against Knepper. 1 out here in the bottom of the seventh. Knepper, a 2-4 against a righty. That's blank. Paciorek, 2-4, and that's a ground out to second. That'll be out number 2. Another grounder to second. Reggie Jackson due to bat next. He will be brought back, and taking over at his place in right field from the Boston Red Sox will be Dwight Evans. 296 average, 22 homers, 71 RBIs in the 81. Dewey Evans will now go up against Knepper here in the bottom of the seventh. Knepper with the pitch. 2-6 against a righty. That is blank. Evans, 6-2, and that ground ball to third. And that's going to get taken care of by Madlock, and he will throw to first to get the out. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 goes the American League again, as they are under complete National League dominance tonight. 7-0 after 7. Top of the 8th inning. George Foster due to lead off for the National League. Let's see if I can make change. I will. Foster going to come out, and coming on to bat for him and take over in left field will be Dusty Baker from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dusty Baker, 320 average, 9 homers, 49 RBIs in 1981. We'll see a new pitcher as Scott McGregor is done for the American League, and we're now in their relief bullpen. So coming on to pitch now for the American League will be Ron Davis. Davis, 4 wins from the New York Yankees. Ron Davis, 4 wins, 5 losses, 6 saves, a 2.71 ERA. And he will now pitch here in the top of the 8th inning. Dusty Baker leads off. Davis, a 3-4, strikeout, 17 is high. Baker will swing, 2-4, and that is going to be a fly out to center, and that is out number 1. Andre Dawson is up next. He is in center field, and he will bat. Dawson will stay out there. Dawson is 0 for 2. Davis will make the pitch. 2-2, range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-5. That's a fly ball to right field. That ball is hit to Dwight Evans in right. Instead of Reggie Jackson's range of a 1, Evans has a range of a 5. And he'll make that catch, and Reggie Jackson would have made that play anyway, and that's out number 2. So a fly out to right, and there are 2 down. Bruce Benedict is next to bat, and we'll see a pinch hitter for him as well, so he will come back, and taking over at catcher from the San Diego Padres will be Terry Kennedy. 301 average, 2 homers, 41 RBIs in 81. 2 outs here. Davis will go ahead and pitch it. 1-4, strikeout 6, got him. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the National League. They still lead 7-0 here as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Okay. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, leading off for the American League. Carlton Fisk is due to lead off. He will come out, and taking over at catcher and getting a nice cheer from the crowd at Cleveland Stadium will be catcher from the Cleveland Indians, Bo Diaz. 313 average, 7 homers, 38 RBIs. We will see a new pitcher for the National League as well here in the bottom of the 8th. And coming on to pitch from the San Francisco Giants will be Vida Blue. 8 wins, 6 losses, a 2.45 ERA. Vida Blue will come on and pitch against Diaz in the bottom of the 8th. Blue will make the pitch. 6-6, strikeout 10. That is going to be too high. Diaz, 1-3, and that's a fly out to left, and that is out number 1. That is the first out. Bucky Dent is due to bat, and let's see if we're going to make a change for him, and we will. Bucky Dent going out, and coming in now to take over at shortstop from the California Angels will be Rick Burleson. 293 average, 5 homers, 33 RBIs in 81. Blue will make the pitch. 4-2, that is blank. Burleson, 4-2. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 3 against the lefty. Burleson comes through with a double. And it will bounce off the wall, and Burleson will wind up on second. And that is a hit for the American League, as they got to try to see if they can do anything in this game. Burleson is now on at second. Ron Davis, the pitcher, was due up. We will see a pinch hitter. And let's see, coming on to pinch hit for the American League from the Texas Rangers will be Buddy Bell. 294 average, 10 homers, 64 RBIs. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Can the American League do something here against National League pitching? Blue with the pitch. 4-1. That's a walk plus. That 14 will walk Bell. He will walk him. And blue walks Bell, so now maybe the American League can have something going on. So now runners at first and second. Al Oliver coming up next. And he's going to bat. Al Oliver will stay out there. He will bat. Runners at first and second. One out here, bottom of the eighth. Blue will make the pitch. And that's a 6-5. That's a blank, not tired. Oliver, 1-5. That's a ground ball right back to blue. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3-0-4. Oliver hitting from the left side. So that's going to be shortstop. So shortstop is Concepcion. He has a 0 arm. So a 1-4, blue, and of course blue hit back to the pitcher, and you subtract one automatically. So a 1-3, it'll be a double play, and they got it. Blue turns to second, on to first for 2, double play, and the American League just cannot get a break. 1-6-3 double play, inning over, no runs, a hit, and a walk, as the American League just cannot get through this National League pitching here, and it's remained 7-0 after 8. Top of the 9th inning. Let's see. American League needs a pitcher, and coming on to pitch for the American League is going to be Rich Gossage. And we may actually see 3 pitchers come out here. We'll see what happens here. So Rich Gossage is going to come out first for the American League pitchers. 3 wins, 2 losses, 20 saves, a 0.77 ERA. Leading off for the National League, new second baseman Phil Garner, 248 average, a homer, 26 RBIs. Garner will now play second base and go up against Gossage. Gossage with the pitch. 1-3, strikeout plus 19 that's going to be too high. Garner is a 6, makes a 16, but -1 is a 15. Garner will not strike out. 6-5, and that's going to be a fly out to left, and that will be out number 1. Another pitcher now coming in for the American League as they're going to go next up. And the next pitcher for the American League from the Minnesota Twins will be Doug Corbett. 2 wins, 6 losses, 17 saves, a 2.57 ERA. A pinch hitter coming up for Vita Blue. And coming on to bat from the San Diego Padres will be Ozzie Smith. 222 average, no homers, 21 RBIs. With Ozzie Smith, every National League batter has now batted. Doug Corbett will now pitch to Smith. There is one out here on the top of the 9th. Corbett, 1-2. That is blank. Smith, 2-2. Base hit, center field. Ozzie Smith gets himself a single. He comes off the bench, and he will go to first. Next batter is Garvey. Garvey he actually has a double, and he got thrown out at third on a rare play. Infield a double play depth. Corbett will stay out there until he gets the second out. Corbett will pitch to Garvey. 6-4. That is blank. Garvey will swing. 1-1. That's a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn the double play. That is 2-1 and stays at a 1 because the first baseman does not get it when he is in double play depth. Shortstop is Burleson, has a 0 arm. The only way they'll turn a double play is on a 1. It's a 5. Ozzie Smith thrown out at second, and Garvey makes first. There are now 2 outs. Next batter is Concepcion. He will stay in there. Doug Corbett will now be taken out of the game, and now all American League pitchers will be used after this guy, and that is Raleigh Fingers from the Milwaukee Brewers. 6 wins, 3 losses, 28 saves, 104 ERA. Raleigh Fingers, now every American League pitcher has batted, has pitched. 2 outs, Garvey on at first, Concepcion at the plate. He's 1 for 4. He has been in the game the entire time, along with him and Dawson. They're the only 2 that have been in the game the whole time. Fingers with the pitch. 1-1. That is a pitcher result. Concepcion a righty. A 1-19 is an automatic out. The 12 is good, and that's going to be a ground ball to second base, and Frank White will come up with it, and he will throw to first, and that will retire the side. So nice job by the American League pitchers to try to get it all done. No runs and a hit. Will we see some 9th inning magic? As we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, the National League shutting out the American League 7-0, a 4-hit shutout. The National League still has a couple of pitchers they can use, and coming on to pitch for the National League to start it off is going to be Dick Ruthven. 12 wins, 7 losses, a 5.15 ERA. Dick Ruthven's going to try to start this inning. It's a 7-0 lead. And Ruthven will be the first pitcher here. Bruce Sutter is ready to come in, and when he comes in, all National League players will have been used at least once. But Dick Ruthven is first. Frank White is the leadoff batter, and he is at second base, and he will bat. So Frank White leads off for the American League in the bottom of the 9th. Ruthven with the pitch. 1-6, that's a possible error. White, 5-4, and that's going to be a base hit to left field, a single. It's a ball hit, that is a single to left field. Left fielder is Dusty Baker. His error rating is a 2. That's an 11. He won't make an error, and Frank White has a leadoff single. Leadoff single for Wright. That is only the 5th hit given up by National League pitching. George Brett is the next batter, and he will bat. He is 1 for 2. Ruthven will make the pitch. A 5-6, that is blank. Brett will swing. 5-3, and that's a fly ball to right field. And getting under that is going to be Youngblood. He makes the catch, out number 1. On a fly out to right. Gorman Thomas is the next batter due up, and he will be brought back. And coming on to pinch hit for Thomas and take over at center field from the Oakland Athletics will be Tony Armas. 261 average, 22 homers, and 76 RBIs. And BB says, did you expect the 1-2-3 closing inning and not on RJL 518's All-Star game? I think not. So here's Tony Armas against Dick Ruthven. Ruthven's going to be pulled back, and now the National League will bring out the last bat player that has not been in the game yet. And coming on to pitch from the St. Louis Cardinals, Bruce Sutter. 3 wins, 5 losses, 25 saves, a 2.62 ERA. Bruce Sutter, who pretty much invented the save statistic. White on it first. Armas will go up against Sutter. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Sutter, 6-1. Wild pitch, 3. No. Ball 1. Sutter has no wild pitch, but a 1-2 pass ball rating. So Sutter will do it again. 6-2. Strikeout 6. Got him. He gets Armas on a K. Struck him out. And now there are 2 outs. Next batter is supposed to be Tom Paciorek. He is in left field, And he is going to bat. So here is Tom Paciorek. Paciorek will be the last chance for the American League here in the bottom of the ninth. Suter will stay out there. He will pitch. Pitch from Suter. 1-6, range play. Paciorek will swing. 6-6. That's a ground ball back to Suter. His range is a 2. And no, that will get by him. That will be a single for Paciorek. The game will continue. Frank White's base running rating is a 5. He will make third on the single pass Suter, and Paciorek keeps the game alive. So now runners at the corners. The next batter is Dwight Evans, and he will bat. So here is Dewey Evans. Evans ready to go. He was 0 for 1. Suter trying to get the game over with, 7-0. And he is the last pitcher the National League has. If I have to, I'll replace him if he gets tired. But right now, it looks like he should be pretty good, but we'll see. You never know what can happen here. Suter will make the pitch. 6-3 against a righty. Strikeout plus. That's an 8. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. The National League once again pounds the American League in our All-Star game. They shut out the AL 7-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! No runs, 2 hits for the American League. Final line score coming up. Don't go away. A nice win for the National League one more time as they get another All-Star Game win. I don't remember who won the All-Star Game in my 85 All-Star Game. I'll have to remember. I think the National League won that too. And that game was at the Kingdome. The 76 one was at Veterans Stadium. This one was at Cleveland Stadium. So the National League, they did win this game historically 5-4, but here an inside pitch, they shut them out 7-0. Final line score coming up. For the National League, 7 runs on 10 hits and no errors. For the American League, no runs on 6 hits and no errors. I know you have to be the starting pitcher for a certain inning, but in this case, but at the 5th inning, you have to be there. But to me, it was the National League took the lead when Valenzuela was on the mound. So I'm going to give him the win. And Morris, they were behind when he was on the mound. So Fernando Valenzuela is going to get the win, and Jack Morris is going to get the loss in this game. Now, who gets the All-Star MVP? You know what? I think I could really give the entire National League pitching staff the All-Star MVP, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to, even though he was only pitched for 2 innings, but he pitched a gem in those 2 innings. He had 3 strikeouts. Only gave him 1 hit. I'm going to give it to Fernando Valenzuela. Why not? Fernando Valenzuela will be your All-Star MVP. Sorry there, BB. Cannot be those 3. I'm going to give it to Valenzuela. He pitched 2 innings, only gave up 1 hit, and struck out 3. And that's good enough for me in this case. Dave Parker could have got it because he got the home run. But pretty much there really wasn't anybody that totally dominated, of course, since I constantly change players. So I'll give it to Fernando Valenzuela. I think he's deserving of it. He gets the All-Star MVP for tonight's game. And that hereby concludes the 1981 All-Star Game here from Cleveland Stadium. Remember, there'll be no baseball tomorrow night. We will return Monday night to continue the 1981 season. The New York Mets against the Chicago Cubs. It will be Mike Scott going up against Mike Krukow, two cellar dwellers in the National League East. So everybody, the 1981 season now shifts into high gear. And no, we're not doing split seasons, split standings. They continue right where they left off. Remember, top 3 teams each division make the season. So if your team is still in it, anything is possible as we go through the final section of the season. And of course, the September pennant race, which is approaching very quickly. We knew that 1981 would be a very fast season due to the strike. We knew that, and that is okay. It is so far turning out to be a pretty good season to play. BB, Jeff Gotts, Ken Castro, Philip Reynolds, Mark Russell, Woodman 564, Steeler Fan, Baseball Demos. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we will see you guys Monday night to begin the second half of the 1981 season. But tonight, it is all National League here in this 81 All-Star game. A 6-hit shutout on the American League, 7-0. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I always like doing the All-Star game. We get back to the regular season on Monday night. Have a good one, everyone. And happy Halloween, by the way. Please, if you go out for Halloween, please be careful out there. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you Monday.